Well, g'day tubes. It's a beautiful summer day. Lawnmowers going in the background. So what we now have is I don't know what they call them. It's a large weed whacker, bush eater or something. So anyway, it's made by Husqvarna, but it has the very typical Briggs and Stratton motor with the primer bulb. It's been well maintained, but it hasn't been used since last year. So I have a hunch what's wrong with it. But the first thing we'll do is do a basic check, and then we'll see what it does. I always do this on every mower. So fuel, right to the bottom of the tank. Yeah, I think it needs to be changed out. It looks okay, but if you really look closely, there's little stuff in it. That's good actually, not bad. All right. Let's see if it has enough oil. Look at that. It's been used so little that the oil is clean even from last year. So it has oil, it has gas. Let's see what it does. I have never used one of these before. Kind of fun. 1, 2, let's just pump it a bunch of times. Not much, eh? He says it starts and stalls. Okay, nothing. So you know what that means now. We're going to put it on the hoist or the lift, and we'll check the carburetor out. We'll just do that right away here. Okay, so we'll just move over to the bench. Alright. Tip from Zippo Varga, I got these surgical clamps. So let's get going. I'm going to clamp off the gas line on this. Like that. Take off the air filter. There we go. Okay. I don't think there's very many hours on this machine. I'll get some rubber gloves on. Alright. Can you guys see that okay? So what I'm going to do is, this is what I do on every Briggs and Stratton that comes in that has the primer bulb, and it's been sitting. So it hasn't been abused, and it hasn't been sitting in a dump for a couple of years. It probably has a spark, but you can't, so this is the first thing I check. Spark by, I mean a spark that ignites the gas on the spark plug. So let's just take this carburetor bolt out. I'll get some rags. Be a little bit of gas spilling. I'll just give you a little bit of a look at what I'm doing here. So I'm just taking off this nut under here and taking that bowl off. You guys have seen me do this in many videos. Just plugging the camera battery back in. Seems like it's always the way. It's just past finger tight. Too loose for a wrench, but too tight for your fingers. There we go. It's always interesting to see what's sitting in the bottom of the bowl when you do this. So this is the carburetor bowl we're taking off here. And if you look carefully, there's crud in there. And that's because of the regular fuel congealing with the water and creating different compounds than fuel. So I'm just going to clean this out, put that in here, and we'll give it a little clean. So this bowl is pretty, here's an oxymoron, pretty ugly. But it hasn't been sitting for 10 years, it's only been sitting for 1, right? See, look at that, it's clean already, but it had that jelly goo in the bottom. And I think that's what that jelly goo is. It's been plugging the jet here, there, and through that hole on the side there. Can you see that? So I'm just going to poke through there and through there, and then we'll do it with the carb cleaner too. Can you guys? Hopefully you guys can see this. This is the tough part about making YouTube videos, is making them so that the viewer can actually see what's going on. It is a lot harder than you think. So I think this vertical hole is still plugged. Yeah, it should be flowing through there a little better than that. That should be good now. Okay, we should if I use my rubber glove properly and block this hole, it should shoot out the top. Not much. And these blocks are almost clear as gas. Ha! Clear as glass. There. Just get a thicker chunk of wire. That should do it. There. Okay, so that's clean. The bowl's clean. Now back up on our machine. I'm going to let a little gas flow through the float. We're just going to try and catch it with this hokey little container of mine, and I'm just going to let some gas flow. Let's see if that does it. I'm going to put this back on just like we took it off. Good. Now I'm going to just see, by pumping this to see if there's any gas coming up the tube. No. I do have, oh, we have to get the gas flowing first. Oh yeah. That's going to start now, I think. So the only thing I haven't done is just check the plug, but I think it's fine. So now I'm going to take it out and take it for a test spin. Good. Oh, you might as well watch me change the fuel. Change the fuel. Okay, tubes, we'll do a demo now. You don't have to squeeze this bail on the handle to get it going. It's all done, the stop and the throttle are all done from the throttle key. And then this just engages the, what do you call them, cutters. Ooh. So much like a power washer, there's not much flywheel action, so they're always a little bit surgier. Thanks for watching, tubes.